Servus, welcome on my channel csAirsoft. Today we are going to upgrade my Tokyo Marui Glock 17. If you want to see my whole Glock project, I will link it up there and down in the description. And of course, after this video, another video with a shooting test about this Glock will follow. And I hope you can see this Glock in action on the field in my next gameplay videos. But this is another story. What is about upgrading this Glock model? It is pretty simple. This is a Tokyo Marui standard Glock 17. This gun is completely stock. The only thing I changed at this gun, or not changed, I added some color fill markings over there. As you can see, these markings here are white, so you can see these markings. And on this magazine I made some color fill markings too. So I think this looks pretty cool and it outlines the markings a little bit more. Yeah, but now I want to upgrade this gun. The reason why I want to upgrade is there is a plastic slide on it. Everyone of you who hasn't Tokyo Marui Glock or has already seen a Tokyo Marui Glock, the outer barrel here and the slide is made out of plastic. It's a very high quality and cool and good plastic, but I love the feeling of the Glock with a metal slide. Yeah, and this is the reason why I searched for an alternative or for an exchange kit, and I found this setup from Upgrde. Upgrde is a brand who makes some airsoft parts and tuning parts and so on. As you can see, this is the Upgrde barrel kit for the Tokyo Marui Glock 17 GBB version with markings. It's very important for me with Glock markings on it. So this is a metal slide with Glock markings. I know the WE-Tech slide fits on this Glock, but the WE-Tech slide don't have any markings. So there are some markings on it, and yeah, we're going to build this thing in. And the only thing I really want to upgrade about this Glock is the recoil spring. This is from Upgrde 2. This is another steel recoil spring. The problem is the spring, I will show it to you later, is very weak in this Glock. So I want to exchange this spring. There is another exchangement spring. And I want to add some night vision metal sights, because these sights are all made out of plastic too. And I don't know if you can see it, but they are a little bit used too. Because yeah, of course they are getting hit, and yeah, they are a little bit used. So this is the reason why I want to exchange it. I want to make this Glock a little bit more realistic, a little bit better. Let's start. It's pretty easy. You only have to remove the magazine, and I will show you how to install this kit and yeah, my exchanges, and afterwards there will be a shooting test. Slide backwards and pull this thing here so you can remove the slide. You can put the frame away. We don't need the frame, we only need this upper slide part. The first thing we remove is the recoil spring. This is the original Tokyo Marui spring, and this spring is so weak. It's very weak. And show you both of them. This is the WE-Tech spring and this is the Tokyo Marui spring. The WE-Tech is much stronger than the Tokyo Marui ones. It's the only thing I would upgrade on your Glock, this spring. And I would recommend this WE-Tech one, because the Upgrde one is very strong. It's very strong, and I personally think the Glock works much better with the WE-Tech and not with the Upgrde one. But I will build in the Upgrde one in my WE-Tech Glock, and this one fits perfectly into my WE-Tech Glock. To remove the outer barrel and the hop-up unit, it's pretty easy. You only have to put this thing apart, and this thing you can put it apart very easily. So this is the plastic one. Okay, it's pretty easy to install the whole kit. These are the parts which are inside of this kit. I hope this is everything. Of course, the slide with the original markings on it, this back part, a spring, this housing part, and the metal barrel, outer barrel. Okay, I think we will start to remove this part using the small screwdriver. And now we can remove this part here. It's pretty easy to remove it, but be careful, don't break the nozzle here if you want to remove this part. But it's not that hard to remove it. Okay, here's the spring inside, don't lose the spring. We have a second one here, but don't lose it. Anyway, yeah, you can pull the spring out, and yeah, if you want to remove this nozzle here, it's pretty simple. You only have to pull it that hard to pull it out. So the nozzle is out and you can remove this part. I personally think there is no difference between this part. The only difference is you have to add this part here, and this part is already attached. So yeah, things fit in both guns, but yeah, or in both slides, but yeah. But I will use the garter one. I already exchanged this piston here. You only have to remove this small screw, and afterwards you can put it down from here, and I already mounted it here. You only have to remove the screw. I think every one of you gets it. After that, you can put your nozzle back onto the garter part. It's very easy. So the piston is done. You can use one of the springs. I think both of the springs will fit and are good as well. And you can put this part back on here. So this thing fits perfectly on here. Okay, now I said I want to use this night vision optics. The first part here is very simple. Just unscrew it. That's it, the first one is done. Don't lose the screw. I will mount this one here, very important. And now we have to put this thing in. And afterwards we will screw it together again. So put this thing in. So it fits in perfectly, yeah. And you only have to attach this small screw here. Cool thing about the sides is there are some small Glock markings on it, as you can see them, Glock markings here. One thing I forgot, this part here is extra. So this part is flying around somewhere here in this packaging, and you have to put this thing in here, and I used a hammer. It was pretty hard to hammer, as there's no glue, there is no sticking in. I hammered this part in. It was pretty hard. On this Tokyo Marui slide, this is attached to the slide, so this is one part, the slide and this part, and on this garter slide I have to hammer it in with a hammer. This is the old outer barrel and this is the new metal one, of course, with Glock markings here, Glock and AT, and here is the caliber, so very cool with very nice markings. Yeah, this is pretty easy. You only have to take the inner barrel with the hop-up unit. You have only to attach it here, and you can put it in there. That's it. The next thing is put the WE-Tech spring inside your slide, and that's it. That's the whole setup. Now it's pretty simple. Take your frame and whole thing sits perfectly. I would recommend to use a very large amount of this silicone oil, and afterwards you have to pull the slide back sometimes and it will fit perfectly. So you can see everything works fine, the bolt catch, and yeah, the whole gun works perfectly. This is how you can attach a metal slide to your Tokyo Marui Glock 17. That's all about it. I will do a shooting test. I will link it up there with this Glock, and I will use it on the field on my next game days. And yeah, that's it. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please leave a like and a sub. If you have any questions, please put them down into the comments. And thank you for watching. Bye.